everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney, and today I'm going to be doing my March budget. Ooh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. So yeah, I already did my debt update for the month, so you do know that I paid off my PayPal if you watched that video. So I will have one less thing to put under bills and expenses. But today I am focusing on the monthly totals. So my monthly budget is the total amount that I think I'm going to be able to pay for the entire month. These are not set numbers. They can change at any time. And that's why I do my paycheck to paycheck budget also. But I do like to have a general idea of what the entire month is going to look like before it happens. So let's get started. For my bills and expenses, my current debt snowball is my car. And because of the coronavirus going around right now, I am not doing a debt snowball payment on it. I am only doing the minimum payment, which is $200. So this should be $284. However, like I said, I'm stopping my debt snowball until I know what's going on with the coronavirus, and then I'll start back up with it. But for right now, I'm only doing my minimum payments on all of my bills. So next is my private student loan, and the minimum payment is $218. And the ink is kind of running out of this pen, so I'm hoping that I can make it all the way through the video. Next is my federal student loan. And this is going to be $71. And I also have my Planet Fitness membership, which is $10 a month. And my Spotify, which is also $10 a month. So my total for my bills and expenses for the month is going to be $500 or $509. I do think I'm going to be canceling my Planet Fitness soon, and possibly my Spotify, but I haven't really decided yet what I want to do with that, just because I do listen to Spotify a lot, and it is cheaper than buying my own music as it comes out. So these are basically the only things that are gonna be definite. These are the things that I know that I'm definitely gonna pay for this month. Everything else in this budget is variable. So even though I budget this amount of money for the month, it does not mean that I'm going to use it all, or the money may be used for something different. So next is my cash envelopes. My cash envelopes are what I keep in my wallet at all times, and they are my most used cash envelopes. So I do have gas, and I budget myself $120 for gas a month. I don't typically use all of that because I do ride with my sister. And also, I was sent home from work today because of the coronavirus. I work in the public, so it's essential personnel only. So I won't have to drive to work for at least a week now. So that definitely won't be used nearly as much. I budget myself $120 a month for my personal spending. This is another thing that's extremely variable. I really don't have to give myself fun money, but if I can work it into my budget, I do like to give myself just a little bit of spending money, so that way I don't feel like this is such a burden or a punishment, because it's not. But if I have to use this money for a necessity like food, or if I have to save it and use it to pay my bills next month, I will do that. because I don't know when my next paycheck is going to be. The budget is very variable right now, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, but for now, like I said, this is just my monthly overview, and hopefully things can get back on track sooner rather than later, so I don't have to change this a ton. Next is groceries. I budget myself $120 a month for groceries. I am lucky enough to live with my parents. I have my own apartment in the basement, but I do eat with them a lot. So I don't have to spend a ton on my own groceries because I do eat with them quite a bit. However, I will probably give this money to them just to offset the cost of me being home and eating food and stuff like that. And I have a date night envelope for my boyfriend and I, and this gets $100 a month, and this will likely change also just because things are closed. Bars, restaurants, movie theaters, they are all going to be closed, and it's takeout and delivery only, so I highly doubt we're going to be using this budget this month. So this budget also may be used to help my parents pay bills, pay my bills, buy groceries if needed. So the total for this is going to be $460. So next are my sinking funds. My sinking funds are the most variable. These are the things that are they're specific savings accounts. That's how I like to look at it. They are technically envelopes that I put cash into, but they are for a specific thing. And this money does not have to go to what I say it does. Okay, I'm not exactly sure where I left off because I got a phone call from my work updating us on what's going on since they just sent us home today. But I know I was on my sinking funds, and I was saying how none of these really need to be spent on what I say they are. They're savings accounts so that if I need them in the future, I have them. But if there's more dire needs, obviously these things are done. But I do want to budget for them just so I can get a general idea, because if I can fund them, I do want to. So the first one is the apartment. This is so that my boyfriend and I can hopefully get our own apartment soon, and this gets $80 a month. We both put $80 a month into this envelope. Next is medical, which I use for copays, cough syrup, stuff like that. And this is gonna get $40. I have my car maintenance, and this also gets $40. If you've been watching my videos recently, you do know that I have had to do quite a bit of car maintenance lately, so this has come in handy. I have my garden envelope, and this one gets $20 a month, which this is one of the most unessential, really. I could use this anywhere. Next is Eric. This is my boyfriend's sinking fund, so if I want to buy him something nice, this is not essential. My pen is running out. I have travel. It's also incredibly hard to write on the spirals, which gets $20 a month. and gifts, which also gets $20 a month. So realistically, if I were in a emergency situation and you know, a couple months go by and maybe I'm not working, so I'm not getting paid, these last 4 are most likely the ones that are going to be gone, so that I can pay for something else. But for now, like I said, I'm going to leave them in there. So my total for sinking funds is $240. So my total, so my income, we'll start with my income. My income for this month is a little bit lower because my health insurance kicked in. But my income is $1,450.54. And then my total budget is going to be all three categories added together, and I'm gonna get $1,209 for that. So the key is to keep your income higher than your total budgeted. So obviously in the future, that's what I need to focus on, is making sure that my income is higher than my budgeted amount. And then I did say this is a debt snowball payment, but to be completely honest, I'm not doing my debt snowball payment this month until I know what's happening with my paychecks and stuff. It looks like I'll probably only be working part-time until the coronavirus thing gets settled and stuff. So I wrote it down as a debt snowball, but most likely this is not going to go towards a debt snowball payment. It's going to go towards my savings account, and it's going to be bills or something of that nature. But I do have $241.54 that would typically go into a debt snowball payment, but for this month it is going to stay in my savings account and be used if I need it. And then once this thing blows over, if I have excess money in my savings account or in my emergency fund, it will go back down to $1,000, and whatever is in that emergency fund that is over that $1,000 will go towards my current debt snowball, which is my car. So this is really just a precaution because I don't want to put this money towards a debt snowball payment and then really need it for something later on, and then I'm screwed basically. So I'm weathering the storm. I am pausing my debt snowball, and then once things get figured out, I'm sure it'll be much better. But this is my March monthly budget. I know that this is kind of crazy. It's crazy for everybody, but my best advice is to create your monthly budget, do a paycheck to paycheck budget, and just try your best to maintain your 4 walls. Your travel, well, I shouldn't say travel, but like your gas to get to work, your utilities, your house, and your food. Those are the 4 most important things. And then after that, if you have money to pay the minimum payments on your bills, do that. But for now, be strong. Try your best to stay calm and budget and rely on the paper, because if you have a plan, it's much easier to deal with the crisis. And if you need any help creating a budget, or you want some guidance, or maybe just somebody to vent to, please let me know in the comment section below. I am more than willing to listen. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!